all up in here, over there, in her shin. Look at her shins. You know, she definitely been in the gym, add that muscle on, man. Seeing them play a different style of offense, different style of defense, but at the end of the day, it is just awesome to see.
I've analyzed every Fever game for the past 5 seasons, but nothing prepared me for what I saw in this first scrimmage footage. The level of physical play made last year's team look like they were playing a different sport. When I watched Caitlin Clark's first drive to the basket, I literally rewound the footage 3 times because I couldn't believe the explosion in control. You're about to see exactly why this new motion offense is perfectly built for her transformed physique and why it's creating unbelievable attacks at the rim.
And I see a motion offense being displayed. It's various reasons why they could be running this offense.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Did you see Caitlin's legs in that scrimmage footage? She looks like a completely different player than the one who left Iowa just months ago. Remember how everyone questioned if she could handle the physicality of the W? Those doubts are disappearing fast after this first scrimmage. The transformation is jaw-dropping. When Clark was at Iowa, defenders could knock her off balance with minimal contact. But now, she's taking hits that would have sent her flying in college and still managing to finish plays.
Caitlin Clark here. Caitlin Clark looked like she's the best she's ever looked at, guys. I just got to keep it real. Judging off what I seen her do today.
There's a clip where she drives right through 2 defenders who are practically hanging on her shoulders, and she powers through like they're not even there. Those muscle gains in her lower body are game changers.
Judging off what I seen her do today, she looks phenomenal. She just looked phenomenal, dishing out the ball.
Watch how she creates separation on drives that wasn't possible before. Instead of trying to avoid defenders like she did at Iowa, she's actively pushing them back. There's this one drive where she literally bumps a defender 3 feet backward before stepping into a mid-range jumper. That's not the same Clark we saw dominating college. The Fever's training staff clearly had her on a specific strength program focused on explosive movements. You can see it in how she's elevating differently on her jump shot. Her release point is higher, and she's getting more lift even when defenders are crowding her space. That extra inch of elevation is making her already lethal shot even more impossible to block.
Wow, Caitlin Clark's legs do look pretty toned up, bro. I didn't even notice that. Now, we all know Caitlin Clark has been in the gym, man.
Look at this play at the 2:15 mark of the scrimmage. She takes a shoulder from Sophie Cunningham that would have been a charge call in college, but Clark barely moves and finishes through contact. That's not luck or coincidence. That's months of targeted strength training paying off in real time. Her conditioning level is insane too. While other players were hands-on knees tired in the 4th quarter, Clark was still pushing pace and attacking downhill. There's a sequence where she grabs a defensive rebound, sprints the entire court, and beats 3 defenders for a layup in the final minutes of the scrimmage. The other players look completely gassed while she's barely breaking a sweat. The transformation isn't just physical, her mentality has shifted completely. Instead of avoiding contact, she's seeking it out, especially when she knows defenders are out of position. When she sees a mismatch, she's attacking immediately, lowering that shoulder and creating the contact herself instead of trying to finesse around it. Clark's new physical approach is just one piece of what might be the biggest transformation we're seeing from the Fever. Did you catch all the ball movement in that scrimmage footage? This isn't the same stagnant offense from last season. The Fever have completely scrapped their old playbook and installed a motion offense that might just be the perfect system for their rookie superstar.
Seeing them play a different style of offense, different style of defense, but at the end of the day, it is just awesome to see.
Last year, watching the Fever offense was painful at times. When their initial sets broke down, they'd resort to isolation plays that were predictable and easy to defend. But the scrimmage footage reveals something entirely different. As commentator John Liquid pointed out, what I noticed about this clip is that you get to kind of see them passing the ball a lot. That's an understatement. The ball was flying around the court with purpose.
This is what you want to see out of your team, man. This is what you want to see. Them passing the ball. Once again, it still look like a motion offense to me.
This new motion offense demands constant movement from all 5 players. It's all about reading and reacting to the defense in real time. Exactly the kind of environment where Clark's basketball IQ shines brightest. The footage shows her manipulating defenders with her eyes, creating passing lanes that weren't there moments before.
All up in here, over there, in her shin. Look at her shins. You know, she definitely been in the gym, adding that muscle on, man.
While everyone knew she was an elite passer at Iowa, this offense provides even more opportunities for her to showcase that vision. The spacing is dramatically different too. Watch how they're clearing out the lane and using perimeter actions to pull defenders away from the basket. And let me tell you, the physicality in this scrimmage was off the charts. Defenders were aggressively bumping cutters, hand checking was happening on almost every possession, and those screens? They looked more like what you'd see on Sundays in the NFL than a basketball court.
Kayla Clark been in that gym putting on a bunch of muscle all off season, dog. So
check out that incredible sequence at 3:45 in the footage. Clark takes a brutal hit on a screen that sends her to the floor, but she immediately bounces up, races to the corner, and knocks down a three-pointer while absorbing another hit on the follow-through. The commentator wasn't exaggerating when he described the scrimmage as extremely physical. What makes this motion offense so dangerous is how it forces defenders to chase and switch constantly.
For her to have more tone in her legs, it's not shocking to me. We've been seeing the transition in her forearms. Just like I stated, it was great to see the team finally coming together. And it just looked awesome, man. We're that much closer to the start of the season.
You can see them getting exhausted by the fourth quarter, creating those mismatches that Clark is now hunting with her improved strength. The system perfectly complements her court vision, passing ability, and newly developed physicality by generating constant movement and multiple decision points. Ladies and gentlemen, what we just witnessed in this scrimmage isn't just another practice. It's the emergence of something revolutionary in women's basketball. The Indiana Fever are crafting an identity around their new star that could completely reshape the WNBA landscape.
That took place today, but one thing we can say is that the team looked way better than what they did last year, bro.
The team chemistry isn't perfect yet. You can see moments where players hesitate or miss their spots, but the foundation they're building looks special. They're creating a system that not only showcases Clark's talents, but elevates everyone around her. This transformation is still in progress, but the early signs point to something extraordinary developing in Indiana that basketball fans won't want to miss.